When tracking a vocalist, a microphone is going to be our number one tool. We come into contact with microphones every day as human beings, on our phone, when we're in the drive-thru, and we have to order a 40-piece chicken nuggies meal. As recordists, we also use microphones, and no matter where we're using them, they all do the same thing. They convert sound pressure waves into electrical current, and then that current sends your audio to wherever it has to go, whether it be the tape machine, your DAW, your speakers, the club PA system. So to demonstrate how a microphone works, I'm going to be using this Shure SM58. It's a pretty common live mic. If you're singing on stage, this is probably what you'd be singing into. So underneath this hood here, we have the microphone capsule. Sound pressure enters the capsule and it vibrates a diaphragm. This movement causes a magnet to move behind the diaphragm. And in very close proximity to that magnet is a coil of wire. The movement of the magnet in close proximity to the wire will generate an electric signal, and that signal takes your audio wherever it needs to go. So in a dynamic mic, which is what an SM58 is considered, that's how this microphone converts sound into signal. Now, let's say you have a Neumann U87, which is a condenser microphone. In those types of mics, instead of using a magnet and coil, they use capacitors. Capacitors are electronic components that store charge. Basically, it regulates voltage in like power supplies. So what happens is the sound pressure enters the microphone and vibrates a conductive plate in the capacitor. Now, that varying capacitance is then converted to electric signal. So now that we know how microphones work, let's take a look at some different types of mics we'll find in the studio.